Yo, we live, Hi-Frequency podcast.
You take it off the stand and just talk in it and just pass each other the shit.
Let's see.
Yeah, alright.
Reporting live. Reporting live, Hi-Frequency podcast. Hi-Def, Don Fresh.
Do it again.
Reporting live, Hi-Frequency podcast. Reporting live, first episode. I'm Don Fresh. This is Hi-Def.
Yeah, I'm here, we here. You know what I'm saying? Live and direct, Minneapolis. 2019 is something new we doing. But yeah, with a PH. Frequency with a PH. But yeah, let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so this first episode is basically just kind of going to take y'all through the ins and outs of who Hi-Def is, a little bit about him, a little about what he did in the industry, you know what I'm saying, and kind of where he is now. So we're going to start off with Hi-Def. Who would you say Hi-Def is? Like, what kind of makes up Hi-Def, basically? For the people that don't know.
Hi-Def is a multimedia marketing company that was started by me in 2009. It's a registered LLC within Minnesota. I would say Hi-Def is who I am, me in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? But I would say I'm known for a lot of work regarding the drill music, the drill movement era in Chicago. I've worked with Soulja Boy. Out of that, from Chief Keef, I shot Kobe. I shot Chief Keef, Soulja Boy, Foreign Cars.
Okay,
I shot Lil Bibby, King Louie, How We Move. I shot a lot of videos for Louie, a lot of videos for Soulja Boy. You can check me out on YouTube. This will be on my YouTube channel, so you're already here. But for the people that don't know,
so that just goes to show you he been doing it for a long, long time.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a minute, man. I've been doing this for a minute. I've been doing this for about 11 years. So we've covered a lot of ground. A lot of people have seen the work. I'm a music video director, photographer. I'm also a illustrator, graphic designer, web designer. It's a lot to ball that into one, you know what I mean? When you ask me who is Hi-Def, I'm compacted with one being, but I have so much in here.
So are you doing this by yourself, or you got a whole team, or what's the deal?
I have friends and people around me that influence me, including you. This is my homie, best friends type shit, 20 years type shit. But yeah, I mean, niggas, you know, I have people around. I don't really have a set business outside. It's like, a set management, set all this. But for the most part, I'm doing everything by myself. I'm a one-man band. Like, I do everything from the lighting in my videos that you've seen to the editing in my videos that you've seen to, all of the directing that you've seen. It's all me. It's all funneled through one person, one vessel.
So that means for all y'all cats that be wondering where your video at, why he ain't edited yet, it's one man, one band, one sound.
Straight up.
Alright, you know what I mean? So, when you were starting Hi-Def, kind of getting it off the ground, what were some of your influence or motivations?
I mean, you seen the shit, nigga, like, you was there. So it's like, I mean, from what I know you've seen, just because it's me talking,
right,
and it's you, this is an eyewitness.
Right, but what I mean is, like, tell them about
what I've seen.
The Hype Williams.
The Hype Williams, what influenced me as far as, like, outside inspirations.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, who were some of the people that made you first want to pick up your camera?
Let's start first from the beginning. When you ask me who first made me pick up a camera, I have to go all the way back to the embryo, which is probably my grandma. My grandma influenced creativity and for me to draw when I was very young. And from then, my creativity just spawned into all these different different things, on these different mediums, medias.
Okay.
But what I would say is she influenced me. My mom also influenced me. They both went to the same college I went to when the college I graduated from, which is Minneapolis College of Art and Design. They both never graduated, but I did. So that kind of meant something to me when I did that. But also, just my upbringing, I was more in the hip hop. That's what raised me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have too many household male figures that was there. My dad wasn't really there, but with that, a lot of us are raised by the TV, kind of like the cable guy type situation. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, we raised by media.
Everybody grow up with the music.
Yeah, and for me, I was able to perceive the music, insert music that was high conscious awareness music, kind of like Tupac. Like I really gravitated towards him, all of that. And then I looked at his videos, and I'm like, yo, these videos are crazy.
Right.
Not knowing back then, but that's what gravitated me towards all this music when we was watching music videos.
So it started with the visuals for you. That's what really captures you in the whole aspect of doing the videos.
Yeah. And then, So my creativity spawned. I kept watching videos. Hype Williams was one of the biggest directors, obviously, that did a lot of work with Tupac, did a lot of work with a lot of artists like Busta Rhymes, people that I used to listen to a lot, and watch their videos. Even Michael Jackson, Missy Elliott, and Janet Jackson, all that.
Missy Elliott was crazy. She had some crazy videos.
I mean, music back then and videos back then were just so dope. Like, you knew it costed some money. Like, you knew. You wouldn't even know what it would take to make those back then when you looked at them, for me,
Right, but it looked like class. Like, it looked expensive. It looked like luxury.
Exactly. From the wide-angle lens, the fisheye lens, to high contrast and all that. Even Belly, the movie, was super dope to me. My brother just snuck that to me and we just watched it, but that was dope. But,
So what was, like, one of the first videos you shot when you started getting into film or getting into videos?
The first video I shot was in college. It was for a local artist. My intro to film class made me go and get local people that did music and hip hop. That's just the project I wanted to work on when they had us do documentaries and music videos. It was all hip hop based because that's just what I'm immersed in. That's what was in my DNA. You know what I'm saying?
So for all the people that think school is boring, school ain't gotta be boring. You can find something you want to do.
Yeah.
You definitely chase your dream.
Yeah, you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't regret it, in certain facets. Some people don't go to school at all, and I certainly, commend that too. Like, you just got to follow your passion. At the end of the day, if you're not passionate about what you're going to school for, you probably just going to end up wasting a bunch of bread and then feel salty about it. You feel me? Like, that's the whole thing. Like, college loan debt's one of the biggest debts in America right now. But to combat that, you just gotta have something that you're passionate about, be wise about what you're doing. Like, obviously, if you're a doctor, you want to be a doctor, go to school. Like, I know so many directors, and I've met so many directors that have done far and beyond things that I've done that never went to school.
Right.
So, but I also appreciate school because it gave me that discipline that I didn't have at that moment. It forced me out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, my first artist that I worked with was a local artist here, Big Wiz, Muju Messiah,
Real Minnesota heavy, isn't it?
real local cats that was big on Tony Bones. These artists had other artists on their tracks because they were moving at a high pace. They was putting, celebrities on the record, so I was able to reach out and get acquainted through them. You know what I'm saying?
Tony Bones was definitely killing the hip hop scene back in the day. With all the artists and the features and Twister, Do or Die.
Yeah, if you're from Minneapolis, you definitely know that. You know what I mean?
But who were some of the first artists that were kind of on a major scale to reach out to you and want to work with you?
The first artist on a major scale, when I went to, I would say probably Twister was one of the artists, and Do or Die, Johnny P, a lot of the Chicago artists that from back in the day were super relevant. Just coming up doing stuff like that, and then I did an internship with Rhyme Sayers and Fifth Element, here locally in the Twin Cities, one of the biggest independent hip hop labels in America, worldwide type shit. So, you know, that helped me get through to a few people as well, you know, and put some things in my catalog.
For sure,
and
for
just
sure.
show me how to operate around these people. You know what I'm saying? Operate around Wiz Khalifa, operate around, you know, Yellow Wolf when they was first like coming up type
Showed
shit.
you how to move in a room full of vultures, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, see how other people move and be like, nah, they, you know, you don't, you know.
For sure.
Just be you feel me?
Right.
At the end of the day. So, I was fans of a lot of people I work with, though. But yeah, I would say Twist and them, and then it would spawn from that to, you know, artists locally here as well, like Brother Ali. I did a video for him, just in the internship with Rhyme Sayers and stuff like that, and then AG of DITC.
Okay.
A lot of the old heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying?
Old school.
I worked with Tech Nine. We did an interview and photo shoot, all of that. You know, I was just building, because at that time I wasn't really too savvy with the music videos, but I was getting into it. So I was doing a lot of photography too at that time. That's what really, I was making money out of my school, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know, I had a place to work. They had a nice facility there, you know what I'm saying? So I made total use out of my school.
So they gave you total access.
Yeah, total access, you know what I'm saying? And that added access to my life, you know.
So who was, like, what was that major call? Like, how'd you hook up with Chief Keef? How did that happen?
How I hooked up with
Obviously,
him.
I know, but this is for the people that don't know.
Right. For the people that don't know, you know, I hooked up with him through watching a show. We went to a show. Me and Don Fresh went to a show, and we were watching King Louie, SD, Fredo, Katie Got Bands, and all these people. And my friend, you know, I was telling him, I was like, yo, I'm looking for a local or a young artist that's coming up to that I can work with, that has a buzz, that's gonna catapult me and him to the next level if we could, or she, whoever.
Right.
And you were like, yo, you should film these people. These people are gonna be legends. You know what I'm saying?
Enough.
And at that moment, I don't think I had my camera at all, but I at least went up to these people and I was like, yo, King Louie, it's just dope. I want to work with you. Fredo, I want to work with you. SD, I want to work. I'm putting the bug in these people's ears.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and they
planting seeds, watching them grow.
Planting seeds, watching them grow. And then Chief Keef came to Minnesota. And since I do music as well, which sets me aside from a lot of music video directors, I also do music as well. So I already have a keen eye to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was opening up for Chief Keef that night. So I ended up paying for a slot to open up. We was there, you feel me? And then we went backstage, you feel me? And since I knew people here that did music, we plugged them up with a lot of people that wanted features and whatnot. And then a lot of the features that ended up getting paid for, they also wanted videos done as well to document it, because at this time World Star's hot.
Right.
So it's all content.
Killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly. So we definitely ended up taking advantage of that opportunity, and then just working around Chief Keef through those beginning stages. You know what I mean? It ended up developing, you know, that business relationship, you know, and then we got the videos done. We got the millions of views. We got work, and then it worked, and then I networked through that, through other people he was working with at the same time.
Let's just hold off real quick. So, you were working with Chief Keef when he first started out, basically, ground up. So
Yeah.
all the major projects, all the like Kobe's and
Yep.
all that.
Yep. Balling. I shot balling. You know.
You were actually supposed to shoot the Hey Being Sober video, right?
I was supposed to shoot the Hey Being Sober. Yes, I was actually. Me and D Gaines were supposed to shoot Hey Being Sober, but Chief Keef wasn't allowed to have that power and control to hire who he wanted. I remember him yelling. why can't I have one of my people shoot this video out the sunroof of the Bentley? You know what I'm saying? Back at the record label.
That's how labels do.
That's
Try
how
to
they
take
do.
the
Like,
bag for themselves.
they try to take the bag for themselves, yo, and it's like they want to hire their own people. It's like nepotism, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know. So he was upset with that. That's why that was one of the reasons why we didn't end up shooting that video. I was supposed to do the behind the scenes at least, so I was hired for that, but it ended up going through because the relationship was bad with the artist.
So starting out, pretty much, I mean, obviously some of y'all been on YouTube, seen the videos and everything, so y'all know about the whole Chief Keef situation now. But,
Yeah.
But before all that, you and Chief Keef, y'all was pretty close. Like y'all, I mean, y'all had a pretty good working relationship,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we was on the road. I would go on tour dates with him, from city to city. I remember, you know, we've been through some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit, like dangerous shit, and a lot of, you know, high moments too, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things that I could look back on and be like, damn, that was dope. That was dope that we were able to do that and meet these people and talk to these people that I never would have thought I could be in a room with.
Right.
People I used to watch on TV, like, this shit's crazy, but it's reality at the same time.
So would you say, even though the relationship itself went sour, the experience overall was good? Like, it was worth it? Like,
Ooh, shit.
Would I say the experience was worth it? Yeah. Every experience is worth it. I look at every experience like a blessing and a lesson at the same time. Like, you have to understand, like, life doesn't always go according to what you're planned in the beginning, but what you learn from every experience. It's about what you can take out, how you can, you know, manifest thought after that. You know what I mean?
right. So fast forward, like, getting into the whole Chief Keef thing, because I don't really want to spend too much time on that. But y'all kind of take, I guess, go separate ways, basically.
Yeah.
And then after that, who are some of the people to kind of help you get to the next level and kind of, you know, that you link with and kind of gave you the game or gave you an opportunity?
Like I said, through that relationship with Chief Keef Business, while we was he was working with Young Chop, he was working with Lil Durk a little bit, King Louie, Soulja Boy, and then I would just expand my network because I knew that I had to cover my bases at the same time. Like, I'm just not gonna be someone's videographer if it's on shaky ground. The business was never
Right. You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have some security. So that was my security, to network with people outside of that, outside of Chief Keef. You know, I don't want to live in his shadow. I kind of want to see I want to work with everyone. You know what I mean? So I ended up working with King Louie. We did. I remember the first video we did was I believe it was Money. Yeah, I think it was called Money, and it was on his first. I don't even remember what it was on, bro. He done did so much music and shit with.
Y'all definitely got a lot of videos in the archives for sure.
But shout out to Exclusive 773. He's actually who hooked me up with King Louie, because I actually asked him to look out for other artists within Chicago, and he wanted to plug me in, so he plugged me in with Louie, and then I went to Chicago, and meeting him was dope. Like, that's one of the dopest artists I ever met. He was super. He liked my work a lot. You know what I mean? Like, he recognized the art for what it was. He was like, your stuff is dope.
Right.
And there's a lot of, like, he could tell from different creatives who has an eye for this, who had a knack. And then he's seen a lot of the work that I was doing for Chief Keef and seen my YouTube channel busting. So it kind of just added an element of, you know, a good business relationship.
I think King Louie, he's just a real authentic dude. Like,
he's
not about no games or play. So you kind of feel that, and then you a real authentic dude.
Yeah.
So he kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he felt that himself.
Yeah.
Where two people could connect and do business, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when I met him, he was like, yo, your work looks like it comes out of God's eye, like, took a picture type shit. Like he was the first one,
Damn.
I think, that was talking about I am a God type shit. Like in his lingo, he just calls everyone he knows guys that's close to him.
Right.
I don't, I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? I never heard that from a lot of artists are really uptight, like they don't really care, they just want the work done. You know, it's just business, whatever, but they never take the time to be like, yo, I appreciate it. Can we work further? Let's keep working. So once he opened up that gate, he wanted to do a whole DVD. So we ended up shooting like 20 music videos. We probably could put a whole DVD together.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
One opportunity leads to 20 opportunities.
And then I seen King Louie working. Another thing about Louie, he was working with Lil Bibby. That was like my second video I shot for him.
Right.
When I went back to Chicago after the first one, because it went well.
Yeah, that video's classic.
Yeah, Lil Bibby, How We Move. I went back there. He was playing me the record when I was leaving the airport. He was like, "Yo, there's this kid out here. Check this record out. I want to do a video with him." He was on it. Lil Bibby went on. Let's get this shit done. To me,
Right.
Louie was trying to get it done, cause he knew opening doors would bring more to the city, would bring more to everybody. You know what I mean?
So he understood the grand structure of everything.
Yeah.
Unity brings power, type thing.
Yeah. So everybody was building, we were building. You know what I mean? And then we did. When I heard the record, I was like, "Yo, this nigga sound old as hell. Is this nigga 40?" You know what I'm saying? Because first hearing his voice, and then I met him, I'm like, this nigga young, so this is real. He really is 18.
15-year-old, 50-year-old.
Yeah, like, I think he was 17 or 18 at the time, whatever. But dude was super. When people grow up in Chicago, they grow up way beyond light years of time, mature more rapidly within their climate and environment than a lot of other people, because they're forced to harsher things, harsher reality.
So aside from Louie, who else were some of the major influences or major people that helped you, you know what I'm saying, kind of get yourself onto the bigger platforms, or, you know what I'm saying, make those bigger waves in the industry?
From Chief Keef, I also developed a business relationship with Soulja Boy, where we would I seen him in the studio with Chief Keef. I just ended up shooting a vlog that night, and then we put it on YouTube. And then after that, within that session, he was like, "Yo, let's work." So we exchanged, social media, number, whatever. And then I flew out there just on my own, and we worked. He wanted to work a lot, so we produced a lot of videos. He's a genius. I'm just say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that other shit that's in the media and all that shit that's that he even puts out, I would say is, you know what I mean? Like, that's not exactly the person when you meet him, you know what I'm saying? He's a real welcoming dude.
Yeah,
he's from Mississippi. He got the Southern hospitality type vibe. Like, he's very open.
I'm from Mississippi, so I definitely know real when I see.
You was there. You went to his crib, nigga. That's how open arms nigga was. Like, I could bring people outside of this shit that he never met, and I just
never
his
met
crib.
me a day in my life, day in his life.
Exactly.
Just showed me all the love in the world of hospitality. So that just goes to show you how real he is, because you can meet some people in the street, and man, they're nothing like they is on the videos, nothing like they is on the radio.
Nothing.
No type of, you know what I'm saying, social skills. So these are real authentic dudes.
Yeah, I mean, and then he also was working with other artists as well, like the Migos. Then I got to work with the Migos, Rich the Kid. From that, Skipper the Flipper. I moved out to LA. I couldn't live in Minnesota anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to be around these artists that were bubbling. I needed to be around Soulja Boy. All these artists were in LA.
Yeah, you gotta go where the money is, and you gotta go where the talent is.
Yep. So I would bounce back from LA to Chicago, do work back there with Louie and other artists like Lil Herb. I did a lot of work with Lil Herb.
Shout out Herb.
And Dreezy. King Louie also did her biggest videos. Her biggest first videos was with King Louie, and I shot that one too.
Yeah, that video was crazy.
She blew up after that shit, right? Like, she got an Interscope deal.
Yeah, she made some
Gucci
major
Man
moves
songs.
from the acting to the platinum songs, sold out tours. Definitely shout out to Dreezy, man, because she definitely took that took them songs and them videos,
Yeah.
man, and catapulted them thing.
It's all inspiration at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say motherfucker opened the door for you or helped you do something, but the most of all is I think Louie just helped inspirate. We all helped inspire each other to make these things possible, make their own people, make their own dreams, make our own dreams possible.
I mean, it's definitely a collective. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a collective effort at the end of the day to be successful. Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying, make it.
Yeah, everybody want to make it.
Be great.
You know, so I mean that was dope. And then there was a whole bunch of other artists that would email me, people that would reach out to me, people like Mark Morrison. I did a video for him. Crooked Eye, I did a video for him. You know, Mark Morrison, a lot of young cats probably wouldn't notice in this generation. You know, he made that record.
He definitely had some fly songs. Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac. Come on. I mean, that was classic. I mean, he reached out to me.
Right.
Paid me. Shy Glizzy. He was on opposite terms with Chief Keef at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I still had to. I turned it down just to save the relationships with the people I was working with at the time. But I definitely should have took that bag because it was the awesome record that he wanted me to shoot.
That was
You know what I'm saying?
fucking awesome.
Yeah, $1,500, come out to Miami, let's shoot Awesome.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
a hit record.
Yeah, I didn't get to shoot that one, but I got to shoot 2 records after that. He came out to LA, we shot 2 records. They're on my YouTube channel, you can check them out.
Everything.
I've done too much work, I don't remember the title, all the titles, Can't Trust Myself is one of them. All that Fat Trail, I was working with Fat Trail as well, from Chief Keef. All these people were familiar. And when you're building a brand, familiarity is what you want to keep. So when you're seeing, when World Stars posting my video twice a week or twice a month or 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times a month, people are gravitating. The whole world seeing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like World Star reached out to me, John Monopoly reached out to me, who was responsible for Kanye West, managing Kanye West in his early stages of his career and now.
John
Back
Monopoly,
again.
now that's
Shout out to
that's
John
a
Monopoly.
beast.
Shout out to John. He was probably the most influential person I met during this whole journey, you know what I'm saying, that reached out to me and was like, yo, I see something in you. I like the way you move. I like what you're doing. How can I, you know, at least assist manage